What's going on, guys? Look, it's Marcel Benson, investor and entrepreneur, and I have a crazy video for you today. This one is one that you got to go back and watch this every day. You got to keep this close by and watch it every day so that you know how to trade. This video alone may be one of the most important videos you watch because it's going to let you know when to get into a trade and when not to get into a trade, right? So I'm giving you 4 things that you need to look out for to make sure that something is an A+ setup. When I say an A+ setup, I mean it's a very high chance that it's going to be profitable, right? Now, we can never guarantee profits in a trade. Anybody that tells you they can guarantee it, like 100%, walk the other way, right? Because everything is a little bit of a risk, but there are things that are high probability, right? Like I've given the example of like a plane. Statistically, planes do not crash 99.9 plus whatever percent of the time, making it safer than train, making it safer than car, making it safer than bus, making it safer than ship, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for something that is statistically sound. And, you know, if I see this 10 times, at least 9 times it's going to work, right? At least 8 times, something around there. That's considered a high probability setup. All right. So here are the 4 things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1, a pattern, right? I'm looking for 2, a trend. I'm looking for 3, an indicator. And I'm looking for 4, a key level or like a key zone, right? So pattern, and don't worry, I'll show you an example of all of this. Pattern, like, okay, is it a bull flag? Is it a head and shoulder? Is it is it some sort of wedge or triangle that is breaking out of, right? Indicator, like, are you looking at the 9 EMA, the 21? Do you have the VWAP turned on? Trend, like, which way is this thing going? Is it going up or down? You find the trend by it making a higher high, higher low. That's an uptrend, or a lower high, lower low, which is a downtrend, right? That's how you identify that. And then, a key like support or resistance area, right? It's important because the key support area or resistance area, this is a key level. This is where a lot of decisions are being made, right? Too often, new traders will just jump in a trade emotionally. The market starts ding, 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 and it's like, all right, you see the stock take off in one direction, and you're trying to catch it, and then you just get whipped out of the position, and you wind up losing money, and then you start bad mouthing trading and calling it gambling online, right? When all you had to really do was just make sure you had a very specific way that you go about getting into your trades. When you think about a flight, right? You think they have a manifesto. They got to check off the manifesto. They got to check off all these different things before they enter into the play, right? You don't want to enter into a play unless your checklist is complete, because it's not safe, right? It's not safe to trade. Just like it's not safe to fly if one of the engines is already out before you take off. If it's low fuel on the flight, you go, oh yeah, check that. We'll just go. We'll risk it. We'll see what's going on. Nah, that's not what I'm willing to bet you're not going to want to get on a plane like that, right? So you got to treat your money with the same care. This is your well-being, right? This is your hard-earned money. This is your life that you're trying to change and take to the next level. And all you got to do is just have the patience to just check these 4 things off, right? Now, when these 4 things are checked off and you can find an entry, you will find yourself less stress in your trade. You'll have less anxiety. I know a lot of times as a new trader, it's just like it can feel, you know that little feeling you get in your stomach where you feel like, damn, I might have risked too much, or like, oh, the trade is going against me, or oh, like you'll notice that those things will start to subside because you know what you're doing, right? You're taking the time and strategically approaching these trades as they come to you, and you're making sure that it checks off the boxes of everything that you know needs to be present in a high probability or A+ setup. All right. Now, I'm going to give you an example of an A+ setup that I recently took, called it in a group, also made, a nice amount of money off of it. And these things appear all the time, right? So I'm going to hop into this right now, right? I have, I believe this is Palantir. I'm getting ready to pull up, right? So we're going to pull up Palantir. All right. All right. So as as you can see right here, we have this Palantir coming down, right? This pink line right here is the VWAP, right? That's the indicator that I like to use because the VWAP separates an uptrend from a downtrend, right? Typically, when something is on the the bottom side of the VWAP or under the VWAP, it's typically going downward in a downtrend, as you can see, right? As long as it's below here, it's going down. And then you'll see like when it's a strong closure above it, you see it goes up like over here, right? But this particular trade is a put. So I'm gonna show you exactly what happened here. So the trade went down, right? So we have a downtrend. We know it's a downtrend. And then what else did I say I liked? So I wanted to, find the trend. So that's one thing checked off. It's a trend, right? It's a lower high, lower low. We're getting that here. Lower high, lower low each time down. The next thing was an indicator. So I want to take my trade around an indicator. Well, look at here. The VWAP. We got 2 failures of the VWAP. So we got the first failure, and then I was just like, all right, this could be tricking us. So I wanted to wait for that next candle. Another failure. So that immediately tells me, okay, this is not trying to go above the VWAP. It wants to stay below and continue that trend down, right? So we got the VWAP as the indicator. We got the downtrend in. It's showing us higher. It's showing us a lower low, lower high, right? We also have a pattern because if you look here, you see it is a bear flag, which is a downtrend and then a pull up and then a reversal back down. So we got the bear flag in place. So that's 3. And then if you when I zoom in a little bit, you'll see that it's also in a key zone, right? This area here that it failed at didn't just fail at the VWAP. It also failed in a zone where it reversed over here and it reversed over here, right? So this is actually a key support level. So we have 4 things that show that this stock is an A+ setup. We got the entry right here and look at how far it came down, right? Took an early exit because we only need about 10 to 15%. But the stock itself from this setup came down about 10%, which probably would have been about, I don't know, like a 200% trade in a single day, right? But this was a quick scalp for me. But if you would have stayed in a little longer, you could have made so much more money. But that just shows you the strength of having an A+ setup. When you have those 4 things showing on your chart, right? Those 4 things showing, you can take entry and it's almost a guarantee, not a guarantee, but almost a guarantee that you will profit. All right. Look, if y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If there's anything about this video that you don't understand, drop it in the comment below. I want to make sure that you're clear and can get into your trading and start profiting. All right. Look, I'm on a mission to 1,000 subscribers, right? At 1,000 subscribers, y'all unlock a totally new series that y'all have no idea about. You don't know what your blessing is going to be on the other side of that. I'll just say that, right? When we get to 1,000, we unlock another series. All right. And I can continue to give this anti-gatekeeping message to the masses, man. I love y'all. Y'all already know that. If you're not in the Prosperity Collective, I don't know what you're doing. Click the link in the description and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.